Hey YouTube, what is going on? It is the Purple 175 here, and I got some Assassin's Creed gameplay for all of you Assassin's Creed fans. So, this isn't the greatest gameplay ever, and I'm just gonna start that off right away because I'm not the greatest Assassin's Creed player. I am pretty good because I played a lot of Revelations and all that jazz, so I have a few tips and tricks that I actually just figured out yesterday. I think it was, I'm trying to remember his gamer tag, it was like JTS, and then three numbers, I don't remember, who was using this class setup that I really wanted to try out, and I have figured out that it is very, 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 very effective. And what the setup is, basically, is you want to use overall cooldowns, this is your defensive class for Manhunt, this is what he uses. You want to use overall cooldowns as a perk, Blender as a perk. For score streak, I recommend the 5 silent kills / stuns because it's worth a lot of points, and with this class you can actually get 5 stuns pretty easily if you use a few of the techniques that I use. And once you do all that, the abilities you want to use is throwing knife, and then if you can, craft it so that the cooldown is all the way down, both on crafting for the cooldown. And then you want to use smoke bomb, and you want to use, for the crafting on that, you want to use 1 on cooldown, 1 on duration. And then firecrackers, this is where it's special. Firecrackers you want to use both on cooldown, and I'll explain why you want to use firecrackers in a second, but one thing I just want to say really quick is just because I use a class, or just because any person on Assassin's Creed uses a class, no matter how good they are, that doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the class that is for you, because you basically use the class with what you're good with, I mean, if you need smoke bomb, then use smoke bomb. I mean, I tried to not use smoke bomb a lot because it's such a long cooldown. Another really good perk that I like is glimmer, because what I'll do is I'll just wait around a corner and then I'll see a guy running, so I just glimmer, and then you're basically invisible, and you'll pretty much always get the stun because there's no way they'll notice you unless they had you locked onto already. But this game, we do very well on the defensive round, and defense is my favorite personally, because I just love getting all the stuns, and I love having to run away and all that when you have no perks and stuff, and then having to try to stun people when you don't have any, not perks, abilities. But I'm going to get back into talking about why you want to use Firecracker, and this is a really, really, really good ability. And I have a few clips, I didn't have a few clips because I forgot to record, because I'm really bad about remembering to record on this game for some reason. So I've had a few times where I'm not even kidding, I use Firecracker and get, no joke, 3 stuns, probably 2 lures. It works so effectively. The times that you want to use it though, it's very important when you use it. What you want to do is you want to get in a blend group, not even ones that look completely like you, just random guys like this, because what Firecracker does is, first of all, it makes their screen completely white if they're in it, and then also what it does after that is it makes them lose their lock on. So then the way this works is, if you're in a big crowded area, is they'll just start pressing X when they get near you when they do that, and they'll end up killing random people. Now they do get lucky and they kill you sometimes, which is, if it was a guarantee that they wouldn't kill you every time, that'd be way too good. But they do actually end up killing NPCs a lot of the time. And then what you do is you want to go after the guys that didn't get lures first, and then you go after the guys that did get lures. Because once they get a lure, they can't kill anyone for 5 seconds. So you want to go after all the guys that didn't get those first, so then you can get more stuns and get as many points as possible. And for any real tips, this is something I'm talking about, when I just stunned all those guys, instead of going into a blend group and having them walk right up to me, you want to wait around the corner, and usually what they'll do is they'll just sprint after you, and you want to make sure that you're not locked on when you do this, and there's no actual way of telling, but since I went through a few doors and all that, I knew I wasn't locked on. So what you do is you just wait around a corner and look around it, and then when they're sprinting, you'll be able to lock onto them. And then when they're running, you just constantly spam X since you're locked onto them, and as soon as they come around the corner, you'll get the stun, and there's usually no way that they'll see it coming, and you'll get it pretty much every time, unless they had a lock on, of course. But there's the end of the defensive round. I had 3,000 something points. I can't really tell because the screen's really messed up for some reason. But and I only had 2 deaths. And in the offensive round, I do really well also. I think I get 14 kills, and then my overall score at the end is like 10,000 something, which is pretty good for me, 10,000. But I know there's people out there that are way better that get like 15,000, stuff like that, which I will eventually hopefully work my way up to that for you guys. And I was only playing with one friend of mine, and that's Maziel Grande right there. I play with him in pretty much like any game that I play, really. He's one of my like friends I actually know in real life or whatever. So I'm playing with him in this game, but the other, I think I had 2 teammates. I might have only had one. He was the teammate that I did have for sure. I don't remember his gamer tag. He was being really like annoying, like, and I don't say annoying as in like he was like messing with us or something. Like, he was getting kills, but the quality of his kills were really, really bad, and they were like kills like he was stealing from us. Like, he would just be sprinting at someone and then just kill him. And it was just bad, so. But yeah, Firecracker also, I use that on my offense. I'll talk about my offensive class for a little bit. This is my more preferred one. I'll sometimes do it to where I start out with Poison and Smoke Bomb and try to get my Poison off on my very first kill, and then whenever I get stunned or whatever, I switch over to my Firecracker, Disguise, and Throwing Knife Glass. And what I use here is I use overall cooldowns, the 7 kills, whatever, like discrete kills and up for the points or whatever to get that bonus. And then I use Throwing Knives, obviously, with the cooldown or whatever, crafting, Disguise with the cooldown crafting, and Firecrackers with the cooldown crafting, and then I also use the cooldown perk. So with this class, you just want to be able to. The reason Disguise is so important in this class is because, especially with the cooldown, if you can just constantly use Disguise, you can get way better quality kills on people. And I tried to get the second kill on that guy, but I'm pretty sure I get stunned, yeah. It was kind of a little clusterfuck in that area, but, you know, it's whatever. And one thing I want to mention in this video is, please leave a like or like a comment if you want more Assassin's Creed, because I kind of need to know what you guys want, because I'm going to be posting Halo 4 soon. I'm trying to post like a video of everything so that I can try to get feedback on what you guys like and all of that. But yeah, or else I'll just keep posting just a little bit of everything if no one gives me any feedback. But if someone if I get a ton of likes and comments on this, or like a ton of views on Assassin's Creed, I'll realize that that's like what you guys want, and I'll try to keep posting more videos for you guys. I already have another video where I had an insanely good defensive round, but then during the offensive round I got disconnected, so I might just post the defensive round because it was pretty good. I think I got like 6,000 points in just the defensive round, so I thought that was pretty good. But yeah, and then anything else that's really coming up that I can think about, because there's not really much to say about the gameplay. As long as you I've talked about all the techniques that I use, then as long as you watch, you'll see what I'm talking about when I actually put them to use. Actually, I'm going to talk about, for a second, being a more aggressive stunner. And I know this is the offensive round, but I just wanted to talk about this for a second. If you go into a lot of situations, like, I know this probably isn't, I don't know if this is the right way to play defensively, like, just be the ones running at them, but, like, it's a very effective way. If you are constantly running in with your teammates using smoke bomb and like firecrackers and stuff like that, and then just running away, waiting around corners and stuff like that, you can get a ton of points, basically, like being on defense and all that. And the way you do this is, if there's one guy on the ground and he has no teammates with him and you're on defense, what you can basically do is you and your teammate can take turns stunning him as long as he doesn't respawn or have a teammate help him. And basically what you do is one of you stuns him, so your other teammate will basically, they'll want to lock onto them and then stun them again when you guys and you'll just basically go back and forth, because you can't stun the same person twice in a row. Like, you have to wait 5 seconds once they get back up. So basically, once your teammate does that, you guys can just keep doing that back and forth, and you'll basically get infinite stuns on that person unless they use unless they somehow get a smoke bomb off really quick, but that's very unlikely. But usually they'll have help come and stuff, so you can only do that probably like both of you get the stun and then you can leave. But that's pretty much the end of the gameplay, guys. You guys can just watch the rest of this without me talking. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. This has been the Purple 175, and I will see you guys later.
Your team has won.